What's up everyone, my name is Tabor Mullins and the folks at Mount Music Exchange just sent me the brand new Fender Tone Master Pro to check out. The Tone Master Pro is Fender's first multi-effects guitar workstation that features over 100 Tone Master amp and effects models. In this video we're going to try to cover the specs, some cool features, a handful of presets. I would like to cover them all, but there's like almost 100. And I also created my own preset that I'll demonstrate at the end of the video, so let's jump right into it. As I said before, the Tone Master Pro has over 100 Tone Master quality amp and effect models. Over 6,000 Fender captured impulse responses with a variety of cabinet and microphone options, third-party IR support, a 7-inch color touchscreen, innovative song and setlist modes, a 60-second stereo looper, 4 effects loops for integrating your favorite pedals, instrument and XLR mic inputs, 10 proprietary foot switch / encoders with LCD scribble strips, true preset spillover of delay and reverb tails for seamless preset changes. There are firmware updates over USB. It's compatible with the Tone Master Pro Control desktop app for editing, sharing, and downloading presets. At the time of recording, the desktop app isn't available yet, so I wasn't able to dabble with that, but let us know if you'd like to see something like that in a future video. Over 500 presets with access to thousands more from the cloud using the Tone Master Pro Control app. It has a stereo 1/4-inch headphone output jack for silent practice. It's compatible with the Mission Engineering SP1 TMP expression pedal for real-time control of parameters, and it's actually pretty lightweight, it's under 9 pounds. Alright, so here it is. We're going to focus on this half of the device first. We're going to discuss what the buttons do and all that good stuff. If you've used a device like this before, then you'll probably know that these buttons right here are just going to take you to different presets that are already built in or presets that you've created yourself. Bank up and bank down, as you probably guessed, is going to take you to the next set of presets. We have tap tempo on the bottom right, and if you hold it down, it will bring you to the tuner. And then we have FS mode. If you press that, then you'll notice that the presets turn into what is featured on the interface itself. If you're asking yourself, well, how do I adjust any of this? Just tap the piece of gear you'd like to tinker with, and if you notice that the scribble strips have now aligned themselves with the names of the knobs themselves, because these are not just foot switches, they are knobs too. So if you want to adjust your sensitivity or output on this particular pedal, it's as simple as tapping it and then twisting the knob. And yes, this works for the amps as well. This isn't just a pedal feature. So now we have volume, treble, bass, intensity, speed, reverb, and in real time on the screen, I'm adjusting the volume, the treble, the bass, the reverb, all that good stuff. And I'm just gonna go ahead and turn everything to 10 because that's what you're supposed to do. At least that's what I've heard. Now, if you wanna add anything to the beginning or ending of your chain, you just hit the plus sign here, and here's a list of everything that you can add to your chain. If you want to do another stomp box, some modulation, delay, you can quickly just navigate through with these labels right here. If you wanted to replace a pedal or an amp head or anything like that you already have, you can click it and then hit replace, and it will bring you to the same menu where you can do the exact same thing. Now let's take a look at the bottom and see what we got going on. We have expression assign, which I do not have access to the expression pedal, so I'm not able to dabble with that too much. We have foot switch assignment. This is a place where you could change like the color of the ring if you want it to be like a toggle switch. Maybe you're using an octave pedal and you want to hold it down and go up 2 octaves, but when you let go, it goes back down to the original octave, things like that. We have preset settings. In preset settings, this is where you can adjust the volume, like of the overall preset itself. We have signal path type, output assign, preset spillover, amp control 1 and amp control 2. Now let's say you wanted to add something to your chain, but you didn't want to add it to the beginning or the end. You could hit add block, and then you could actually select exactly where you would like to put something in your chain, be it another amp, another pedal, etc. Before we move on, probably the most important button out of all of them is the save button, because if you leave this menu at all without hitting the save button, you're going to remove every adjustment that you made. So make sure you hit that save button after you're done. So in the settings, it's going to take you to the tuner first. You also have a mixer, a global EQ, the Bluetooth menu where you would sync up your phone, the foot switch menu. There is a firmware update the day of launch, so a couple of these menus only have one option to select. I'm not positive, but I bet that will change as soon as this comes out. You have your I/O settings. I'll quickly tap through those so you can read them. And then finally you have your preferences where you can do things like display brightness, factory resets, your about, retain global EQ, things like that. For these last 2 knobs, this one is just a preset knob, so it's just a preference thing. If you'd rather turn the knob rather than push down on the foot switch, that's up to you. And then as I said earlier, there's a firmware update the day of launch. So this says push for gig view, and as of now it doesn't do anything, but that might change soon. The final knob is just the master fader, so if you turn that, it's just going to turn the overall volume up and down. Push for mixer. This is going to take you back to the mixer, which you can get to from the settings button right there. And essentially that covers most everything as far as the UI goes. You know, these presets are here. It's a cool way to kind of get a head start. If you find some presets that you kind of like and you just want to tinker with them, they're already here. If you want to delete some completely out and create your own from scratch, you now know how to do that. Okay, so now that we're through all that, let's find out what this thing actually sounds like. So what I tried to do is I picked 5 presets that cover like a variety of genres. I picked kind of a metal one, a chicken picking one, a rock one, kind of a spacey one, a funky one, and then I made my own preset that I'll play to a backing track at the end of the video. If you're interested, the preset that I made is something super simple that I used to gig with all the time. It's a deluxe reverb, a Dynacom compressor, and an 808 tube screamer. Since I can't cover everything, doing it this way, I felt like I could at least cover a few bases. That way, no matter what genre you played, when you open this out of the box, you'd at least have a good starting point and you'd kind of know the quality of what it sounds like. So without delay, here's about a minute of me riffing around on a few presets. So before I play this out, I just wanted to say thanks again to Mountain Music Exchange for having me. It's been very cool to be able to do this. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. If you want to get a hold of the folks at Mountain Music, all their information is going to be in the description. Links to my socials are going to be in the description as well, so if you want to come say hi to me. But thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.